The most important crop on our farm. That's a tough one. And it's going to be different for every farm. But I think I can answer ours. This is not the most important crop on our farm. This actually isn't even a crop from our farm. It does play a big part in helping grow our most important crop, though. It's not these guys either, although we do like eggs. It wouldn't be hard to argue that the adult ewes are our most important crop. I'll explain a little bit why. These ewes and all of the manure that they make in this barn contributes to making the hay that we talked about earlier. They also contribute what could also be considered the most important crop on this farm. Yeah. And that is all these lambs. And I say that there's lots of different crops because, as you can tell, we are not a row crop farm. We don't raise corn. We actually buy that feed that you've seen us get out of this feed bin right back here. We do grow our own hay. We have our own hay fields. We actually do some custom hay harvest with some other people's property as well. But our farm itself can run without having that extra hay ground. And it's all because of these guys. So one very important aspect of our farm is this manure that we get out of this barn. And that goes back onto the field that we make this hay. I'm not saying it wouldn't grow without it because we could obviously buy commercial fertilizer, but this saves us a lot of money. To fertilize our hay field with commercial fertilizer, this year prices have went down some and it won't be quite as bad. Our 21-acre hay field, to fertilize it properly with putting 300 pounds of triple 19 on, would cost us in the neighborhood of about $2,400. While that doesn't sound like a lot, it's only producing 60 bales of hay at that rate, or at least right now it only produces about 60 bales of hay. And that makes it to where it's hard to justify spending that kind of money. Because for $3,500, I can buy 55 by 5 round bales and feed hay and have no equipment needs other than, well, I guess kind of the skid steer. I would need it to scrape the barn out. That'd be about it. So all these hints I've given you up till now kind of indicate that everything is important and everything has its position or its place on this farm. What we can obviously see is that lambs are what we make our money with. We do have some extra hay that we'll sell, but it doesn't add up to near what the cash is that we gain off of our lamb crop. These two right behind me, well, one just jumped over the gate, and my wife right there, that is what's the most important part of our farm. This family that runs it. Because without them, it doesn't keep going. The lambs would die, hay wouldn't get cut. All those things would go downhill very quickly. It takes a lot of effort, not just from me, but from my wife, my kids. We're all part of this. And the important part here is that this is the next generation of farm, hopefully, if they choose to stay here. They don't have to. But ideally, we would like them to, and we'd like them to continue this farm on. But unfortunately, there's so many times that farms don't continue because the kids aren't interested in it. So it's important to make sure that we get them involved. There's days that they argue with us, "No, I don't want to." That's fine. But we encourage them to, because this right here is stuff that they're not going to learn by sitting around and playing video games.